As populations around the world continue to experience increases in life expectancy and demographic shifts toward aging societies, the question of how to naturally improve memory in older adults has emerged as a subject of significant academic, clinical, and societal interest. The aging process inherently involves complex biological, psychological, and social changes that influence cognitive functioning, yet contemporary research in neuroscience, gerontology, and psychology consistently demonstrates that cognitive decline is neither uniform nor inevitable. Indeed, the concept of neuroplasticity, referring to the brain's capacity to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life, has radically transformed modern understanding of aging, illustrating that memory can be supported, enhanced, and protected through a variety of natural strategies that integrate biological, behavioral, environmental, and psychosocial dimensions. From a scholarly standpoint, examining the natural methods to improve memory in older adults requires an interdisciplinary lens because human cognition functions as an intricate system influenced by neural architecture, lifestyle patterns, emotional regulation, environmental structure, social engagement, and physical health. In this context, memory enhancement cannot be conceptualized as a singular intervention, but rather as a multifactorial process that emerges from an ongoing interaction between the body, the mind, and the surrounding world. Memory, in its essence, encompasses the encoding, storage, and retrieval of information, and these processes are shaped by the quality of sensory input, attentional resources, neurochemical modulation, emotional salience, and contextual cues. Therefore, strategies to improve memory must address not only neural functioning, but also the broader lived experiences that shape cognitive performance in everyday life. The first dimension relevant to natural memory enhancement involves lifelong learning. Academic literature consistently affirms that cognitive stimulation fosters neuroplasticity, and older adults who engage in intellectually enriching activities exhibit slower rates of cognitive decline. From a neuroscience perspective, learning activates multiple cortical regions, promoting synaptogenesis, dendritic branching, and increased cerebral blood flow. Such processes counteract age-related atrophy and sustain functional connectivity in networks such as the default mode network and frontoparietal control network. Activities such as reading, solving complex problems, learning new languages, exploring artistic skills, or engaging in reflective writing not only promote cognitive flexibility, but also reinforce semantic and episodic memory stores. Additionally, the principle of cognitive reserve, widely examined in gerontological research, posits that individuals with higher lifelong cognitive engagement maintain stronger memory performance in older age because enriched mental activity builds a buffer against neuropathological changes. Beyond learning, social interaction constitutes a significant natural mechanism for supporting memory. Social engagement enhances cognitive functioning through multiple pathways, including emotional regulation, environmental stimulation, and complex interpersonal communication. When older adults participate in conversations, negotiate meaning, recall shared experiences, or respond dynamically to social cues, they activate linguistic, attentional, and memory-related neural systems. Furthermore, social isolation is associated with heightened cortisol levels, increased inflammatory responses, and accelerated cognitive decline. By contrast, meaningful social contact, reduces stress responses, and supports emotional well-being, both of which translate into improved memory performance. Studies consistently show that individuals embedded in supportive social networks demonstrate better recall, greater cognitive flexibility, and reduced risk of dementia. Nutritional neuroscience provides another valuable dimension in understanding natural memory enhancement. The human brain depends on a continuous supply of nutrients to maintain neuronal integrity, facilitate neurotransmission, and prevent oxidative stress. Omega-3 fatty acids, for instance, promote membrane fluidity in neurons, support synaptic plasticity, and reduce inflammation. Antioxidant-rich foods combat free radicals that contribute to cellular aging. Vitamins B6, B12, and folate are essential for methylation processes involved in neurotransmitter synthesis. Vitamin D plays a significant role in neuroimmune regulation and has been linked to improved cognitive outcomes in older adults. The Mediterranean diet, characterized by high consumption of fruits, vegetables, nuts, whole grains, fish, and olive oil, has repeatedly been associated with better memory performance, reduced neurodegenerative risk, and improved cognitive trajectories. Hydration also matters. Mild dehydration has measurable effects on attention, working memory, and processing speed, thus establishing dietary patterns that provide neurosupportive nutrients is a natural and effective means of promoting memory. Sleep biology further reveals important connections between rest and cognitive functioning. Memory consolidation, the process by which the brain stabilizes and integrates newly acquired information, occurs primarily during slow-wave sleep and REM cycles. Older adults commonly experience fragmented sleep, reduced deep sleep, and circadian rhythm disruptions. These changes impair the brain's ability to integrate information, clear metabolic waste via the glymphatic system, and regulate emotional memory. Consequently, establishing consistent sleep hygiene practices, such as maintaining regular sleep schedules, reducing nighttime screen exposure, moderating caffeine intake, and creating calm sleep environments, contributes directly to improved memory. Physical activity serves as another cornerstone of natural memory enhancement. Exercise increases cerebral blood flow, elevates oxygen and glucose delivery to neurons, and stimulates neurogenesis, especially in the hippocampus, a region essential for memory formation. Aerobic activity increases levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein critical for learning and synaptic plasticity. Resistance training improves executive functioning and working memory, likely due to enhanced hormonal balance and vascular health. Even low-impact activities, such as Tai Chi, yoga, and walking, have significant cognitive benefits, promoting attentional control, reducing stress, and improving mood. Furthermore, physical activity mitigates chronic illnesses such as hypertension, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease, all of which negatively impact cerebral health and memory. Cognitive training also offers measurable benefits by challenging the brain's processing capacity. Puzzles, memory tasks, logic problems, and strategic games require sustained attention, pattern recognition, and mental flexibility. Such tasks activate working memory, frontal executive networks, and associative memory pathways. Meta-analytic evidence suggests that consistent cognitive training leads to improvements in memory, processing speed, and problem-solving abilities. Importantly, the principle of specificity applies. Tasks that closely resemble real-world cognitive demands are most effective at enhancing everyday memory performance. Emotional regulation represents an often overlooked yet critical factor influencing memory. Chronic stress produces prolonged cortisol elevation, which disrupts hippocampal functioning and impairs memory consolidation. Anxiety narrows attentional capacity and interferes with information encoding. Depression reduces motivation, slows cognitive processing, and diminishes recall accuracy. Therefore, interventions that support emotional well-being directly influence memory. Mindfulness meditation enhances metacognitive awareness, reduces stress reactivity, and improves working memory by promoting sustained attention. Breathing exercises increase parasympathetic activation, reducing physiological stress responses. Spending time in nature has been shown to restore the attentional resources and elevate mood. Creative arts, such as music, painting, or dance, promote emotional expression and stimulate brain regions involved in autobiographical memory. In addition to emotional regulation, environmental design plays a vital role in memory performance. Older adults function best in environments that reduce cognitive load and facilitate mental organization. Cluttered or chaotic settings increase distractions, reduce the attentional stability, and impair working memory. Conversely, structured environments with clear labeling, consistent storage systems, good lighting, and minimal noise improve cognitive efficiency. External memory support such as calendars, notebooks, reminder devices, and smartphone alarms extend cognitive capacity by reducing the burden on working memory. Routine building similarly enhances memory by reducing the need for active decision-making and freeing cognitive resources for other tasks. Health management is another essential component in supporting memory naturally. Conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, obesity, hypothyroidism, and vitamin deficiencies affect vascular health, metabolic functioning, and neuronal signaling, thereby influencing memory. Regular medical checkups, adherence to treatment plans, and early detection of sensory impairments like hearing or vision loss all contribute to improved memory outcomes. Hearing impairment, for instance, increases cognitive load because the brain must exert additional effort to decode sound, leaving fewer resources available for memory processes. Vision impairment reduces environmental input, hindering encoding and contextual memory. Addressing these conditions reduces cognitive strain, thereby supporting memory. The role of herbal supplements in enhancing memory has been widely studied across traditional medicine and modern pharmacology. Ginkgo biloba, for example, may improve cerebral circulation and exert antioxidant effects. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, has anti-inflammatory properties that may protect neurons. Panax ginseng has been associated with improved mental energy and working memory. However, academic consensus emphasizes caution. Supplements vary in efficacy, interact with medications, and require professional oversight. Still, within a holistic framework, they can complement lifestyle-based strategies. Social-emotional support remains among the most powerful natural mechanisms for memory enhancement. Self-determination theory highlights the importance of autonomy, competence, and relatedness in psychological well-being. Older adults who feel valued, respected, and meaningfully connected exhibit stronger cognitive functioning because emotional security supports neurochemical balance and attentional regulation. Family relationships, friendships, community involvement, and intergenerational exchanges provide opportunities for storytelling, emotional bonding, and collaborative problem-solving, all of which engage memory systems. Sharing autobiographical memories strengthens long-term memory retrieval and fosters identity continuity. Purpose, meaning, and motivation are essential psychological constructs that influence memory. According to existential and positive psychology theories, individuals who maintain a sense of purpose engage more actively with the world, exhibit higher goal-directed behavior, and demonstrate greater cognitive persistence. Retirement often reduces structured purpose, making it critical for older adults to pursue activities that reinforce meaning, whether through volunteering, mentoring, creative projects, spiritual engagement, or personal pursuits. Purpose enhances dopamine regulation, which plays a role in motivation and learning, thereby indirectly supporting memory. Avoiding harmful lifestyle patterns is equally important in supporting memory naturally. Excessive alcohol consumption impairs synaptic functioning. Smoking reduces oxygen delivery to the brain, and sedentary lifestyles accelerate vascular deterioration. Reducing these risk factors while emphasizing protective behaviors, such as balanced nutrition, regular movement, and mental engagement, forms a comprehensive approach to memory enhancement. Curiosity, often overlooked in academic discourse, plays a crucial role in memory performance. Curiosity drives exploratory behavior, encourages deeper cognitive processing, and enhances dopamine release, which facilitates learning and retention. Older adults who maintain curiosity through travel, hobbies, intellectual inquiry, or exposure to novel experiences demonstrate stronger episodic memory and cognitive resilience. Emotional memory recall also holds substantial significance in natural memory enhancement. Recalling past experiences activates networks across the hippocampus, prefrontal cortex, and temporal lobes. Storytelling engages linguistic, emotional, and cognitive systems simultaneously, reinforcing memory pathways. Autobiographical writing offers a structured method for organizing memories, promoting both cognitive and emotional processing. From a holistic academic perspective, memory enhancement in older adults must be understood not as a singular intervention, but as a dynamic interplay of neurological, psychological, social, and environmental factors. Biological processes such as neuroplasticity, neurogenesis, vascular functioning, and neurotransmitter regulation interact constantly with lifestyle behaviors, emotional states, and environmental contexts. Therefore, natural strategies for memory improvement must be integrated rather than isolated. A senior who engages in regular physical activity, maintains strong social connections, manages stress effectively, eats a nutritious diet, enjoys intellectual stimulation, and lives in a supportive environment will likely experience stronger memory performance than someone who only adopts one of these strategies. Ultimately, the natural enhancement of memory in older adults reflects broader principles of healthy aging: balance, engagement, purpose, and adaptability. Aging should not be conceptualized as a process of inevitable cognitive decline, but rather as a stage of life characterized by continued growth potential, intellectual enrichment, and emotional depth. When older adults receive appropriate support through family, community, policy, healthcare, and education, they gain the opportunity to flourish cognitively. Preserving memory is not merely about maintaining mental function. It is about preserving identity, autonomy, dignity, and the capacity for meaningful human experience. In this broader understanding, natural memory enhancement becomes not only a scientific endeavor, but also a social responsibility, an ethical commitment to ensuring that aging individuals remain valued contributors to society, and an affirmation that cognitive vitality is attainable through informed, compassionate, and holistic approaches.